All right, people, it is time to start our July 2020 month here in our TEW This Is War series. So, one thing I got to say right off the bat, Luke Gray will not be appearing on this episode. We've changed our record schedule, and it doesn't quite line up with Luke's schedule. So, the plan was to have him give me all of his details of his show, of his Ring of Honor show, and I would pre-book it for him, and then we would just talk about the final results of his show. He did not get me I gave him what, five days, something like that, to get me the card for this show, and he just didn't do it. So we auto booked his show here. We will try to hopefully get him to get his stuff in on time, so we don't have to auto book his show for him. So this is going to be a 3-show episode, and it'll probably be that going forward for the most part, but we will check in on Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is still a playable, unit, so to speak. So technically it's still a 4-player game, but that is kind of what we're forced to do, because sometimes scheduling stuff is hard. You know how it is. Real life happens. So anyway, on this episode, we get into it. We get into the thick of it here. And I don't know. I got so much to say, but I want you guys to just see what happens on this episode. So let's jump right into it. Remember, there is a rule. Each month, a company can sign 2 new superstars, male, female, manager, whatever you want to do. You're limited, though, to only 2 per month. So we're going to see some new signings on this episode. Let's get into it. All right, I am Jake, a.k.a. Bomber, and I am running CZW. In the month of July, our pay-per-view this month is called Civil Unrest. It is definitely going to be Bullet Club centric, and Adam Cole is going to play a big role when you'll see the logo of our pay-per-view and everything. But Civil Unrest is the name of our pay-per-view this month. So another member here on the show, Spring Tigress. What are you doing this month of July?
Hello, I am Spring Tigress, and Slam's July pay-per-view will be Fallout. There's no real major theme, except for the fact that some stories that did not end at Fight for the Fallen will be concluded here at Fallout.
Okay, cool. And we have the Warden. Warden, what are you doing here in July?
Hello, I'm the Warden. I run Midwest Wrestling Alliance. Coming up in July, we got our next big pay-per-view, Siege in St. Louis. So we're keeping with the theme of a verb and then a Midwest town, like we had Massacre in Milwaukee. Now we're doing Siege in St. Louis.
Okay.
And this month, you're going to be seeing people wanting to fight for the title. Sami Callihan just won. Brock Lesnar's coming back after him. So it's going to be some title feuds building and maybe some personal feuds.
Yeah, I have a feeling Sammy's going to get just absolutely destroyed, but we'll see how it plays out.
Tune in and see it.
Yeah.
Underestimate Sami Callihan.
Yeah, he is shady, so we'll see how that plays out. I'll try. I don't know if it'll be worth it. It'll probably fuck me over, I'm sure.
Only $50,000 a month. What's the problem?
Yeah, per month. Yeah.
That's less than Undertaker.
True. Let's see.
As it should be. Let's be honest. As it should be.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want him for more than a year. Unlimited appearances. He probably won't accept that, but we'll try it. We'll just make this offer, see what he says, I guess. Oh. Okay. Well, that was quick.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to sign Thunder Rosa here. Per month, Iron Class written. I'm gonna do exclusive because I want her all to myself, so she don't go getting hurt on other shows. Let's see what. All right, 3-year contract. I'd expect around $6,000 per month. I thought it said $6,000. Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, set the last demand. Okay, and make offer. All right, Thunder Rosa. We'll be hearing from her. Hopefully, we get her. Trying to beef up a little bit. Get a couple more females in our women's division there. You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Just since Slam's looking for women.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just put Goldberg in a wig.
Yes, you keep spoiling my plans, man.
Sorry.
Somebody's got to take on Charlotte Flair.
Oh yeah, who would win in that fight?
All right. That's actually going to be the end of my turn.
But I'm gonna Riho.
All right, first up, we're gonna try and sign Ricky Shane Page. 8,700 a month. Wow, he's pricey.
Whoa, really? Yeah, that seems like a lot.
All right, made an offer towards Ricky Shane Page.
Dude, how old is he? 53. Okay, 53. I see it up there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
19 grand.
Wow.
I'm gonna end up getting him killed in the ring.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Man, I didn't think he was going to take a 2-year contract, but he did.
Yeah, it seems like a lot, but screw it.
Yeah.
And the best thing is it's per show, and who knows if I'll even use it.
You'll have him tied up till he's 55. What the? David Starr for Jericho.
This is how you make up for what you did, Tigress.
By trying to give her David Starr? Oh, my God.
One match. Just one match.
Let's see what we got here. Jeff Cobb, Undertaker.
Oh, no.
All right,
okay.
All right. Jeff Cobb was brought to Wrestlers Court accused of failing to pick up a share of the tab on a rental car. Found him guilty, sentenced him to full cost, and reimbursed his travel partners. Jeff Cobb, driven personality.
He's got to save his money for drugs.
I know, right? Jeez. His hardcore drugs.
So inconsiderate.
All right.
Yeah. You think they're cheap?
All right, our very first show, CZW Evolution, following Night of Infamy, starts off with Roman Reigns condemning MJF's actions last night, because this is on Monday. This is the very next night. He says that this isn't going to be a sign of things coming CZW, and it won't be long before the Weasel loses his title. Kevin Owens then comes out telling Roman to back down because it was him who Braun Strowman attacked first. He deserves the shot at MJF before Roman Reigns, according to him. This prompts MJF and his right-hand man, Braun Strowman, to come out saying they already had their shot and they need to get to the back of the line. Roman then challenges MJF and Strowman to a 2-on-2 match tonight with Owens as his partner. MJF laughs off the challenge, saying the regime always has a plan, and the sooner Reigns and Owens figures us out, the better. So we have ourselves a main event booked for tonight, tag team action, and apparently we also have a team name for MJF and Braun Strowman. They're going to be going by the regime. So, yes, segment rating of 78, not bad. Strong start to the show. Everybody looked good. In the first match of the night, Sammy Guevara took on Mustafa Ali. In a bout that had good wrestling and decent reaction, Mustafa Ali defeated Sammy Guevara at 11 minutes and 30 seconds via pinfall with reverse 450. Good segment rating, 75.
I'm
75.
Yeah, got the crowd buzzing. Definitely did. 72 match rating for Guevara, Ali 63.
Dang.
Yeah, for both of them. I finally wanted to get Sammy Guevara in his first match on the show, so we got it right here. He lost, but I'll take that good segment rating.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so pretty much just a highlight here, just a match trying to. Did I steal the show for that? I did steal the show, yeah. So yeah, we'll see if anything can top it. Charlotte Flair is seen backstage boasting about her victory over Jordynne Grace last night until Jordan interrupts her, saying that nobody in the crowd wants her here in CZW and that she couldn't even get a clean win to save her life. She then challenges Charlotte to a cage match next week on Evolution. Charlotte accepts the terms. So, there you go. You got some thunder going on. So anyway,
I got a thunderstorm going on outside my house.
You're good. Hopefully you don't lose power.
Oh God.
Hopefully.
So Charlotte was very poor when trying to improvise. So I guess I need to make sure.
Yeah, she needs a script.
Yeah, I need to stick with a script for Charlotte. 53. There hasn't been much success for this angle so far. So that's why I'm trying to get this over with. So next week will be the conclusion between Charlotte Flair and Jordynne Grace inside of a steel cage. So we'll see how it goes. So next up, we had the Club debut in their first match in CZW here. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, the Club defeated Switchblade, Jay White, and Kenta in 10 minutes and 50 seconds when Luke Gallows pinned Jay White with the Magic Killer. Kenta carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. Wow, okay,
Man,
over Jay White.
Kenta is good in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the best wrestler of the four here.
Yeah. Look at the 73 compared to all 50s from everybody else. So, and 67 overall segment rating, and the best club leader storyline advanced, because now we have entered the club into the mix. Kenta as well. He wasn't officially in it earlier, but after what happened at Night of Infamy, where there was a giant clusterfuck, things are getting a little out of hand with the amount of people that are jumping into this big feud for who was the best club leader. So, and after the match, Adam Cole hits the ring, laying Jay White out with his last shot. Cole says that he doesn't care what Kenny Omega, Finn Balor, or Jay White have to say. He stands with the true best leader, Carl Anderson. Cole trashes the Undisputed Era name and says that they haven't seen anything yet, as him and the OC leave the ring. So hold on a minute. Hold the phone. Yes, Carl Anderson was a official leader of the Bullet Club, and Adam Cole says he stands by him as the true leader. And it looks like we have a three-way alliance here with the OC and Adam Cole. So, yeah, like I said, things are developing in the story here. We got a 64 segment rating, and the segment advanced, the storyline advanced.
Oh, so this is my curiosity seeing this. Is Carl Anderson going to be doing more singles matches, or will Cole be filling in that role?
I will say this: there is going to be an interesting dynamic between their, I guess, look as of this moment, it looks like a trio. But
I'm assuming Adam Cole's the main mouthpiece of this.
He is, but I there's definitely going to be a weird dynamic because he's like backing Carl Anderson as the leader, but yet he's the one that's always the one kind of talking, and he's kind of in the forefront. So we'll see how that plays out. Meth Man. That's what I should call him.
He's the dealer?
Meth Man Jeff Cobb.
Hanging out with Dream outside the elementary school.
Yes. And by the way, this you can't see it, but I named this Velveteen Dream Addresses the Rumors, but obviously different rumors here. Okay. So next up, we had Velveteen Dream come out to the ring saying that he's been hearing the rumors about the CZW Iron Man Championship being up for grabs in a couple weeks, and he makes it clear that he wants to be involved in that match. Jeff Cobb then comes out telling him that the company got a memo 2 weeks ago that there was going to be 2 qualifying matches to determine the contenders, and that Dream would be facing him in one of those matches. Dream tells him the Dream has no memory of that. So basically, Dream's been ignoring the company memos. He's already been booked for one of the qualifying matches against Cobb. So we'll see how that goes. The winner will be going on to be in an Iron Man championship match. So last night at Night of Infamy, we had the 3-on-3 street fight. Now this week we have a 2-on-2 match, Two Fly Crew versus OVE. In a good match, Two Fly Crew defeated OVE in 12 minutes when Cedric pinned Dave Chris with overtime. Ricochet, of course, was head and shoulders above everybody. That's expected. 87, very good. Wow, Jake Christ outperformed Cedric. That's interesting there. Segment rating 74.
Cedric was limited from taking steroids.
Yes, that's true. He is another steroid user on my roster here. Way higher than I anticipated for this match. I did not think it was going to go this.
It was the MVP.
Yeah.
Tonight, so
I think it's crazy that Jake is 13 higher than Dave.
Yeah.
So consider it's a tag team match. You figured each one would be fairly on par with one another.
Brody Lee came out and destroyed Dave Christ and his, giving him a pile driver off the ring apron onto the concrete floor. He threatens Jake, telling him that he has one more shot at defeating Two Fly Crew, or he would suffer the same fate that his brother just did. So Dave Christ took the pin in that previous match, and Brody Lee came out and destroyed him. And you know what? This got a 62 segment rating, and the storyline has ended with the Two Fly Crew and Ali versus Brody Lee and OVE. Next up, we had the Broserweights take on FTR in a bout that had good wrestling, decent reaction. The Broserweights actually defeated FTR in 18 minutes when Matt Riddle pinned Cash Wheeler. During the match, Pete Dunne was laid out, leaving Matt Riddle to win the match, all in a great solo effort on his part. So Pete Dunne kind of got laid out, and Matt Riddle had to finish it all by himself, and he did get the win. So, surprise win, and he had to do it by himself here. 75 segment rating, super happy.
Oh yeah,
all green here, all green.
You know, at this point, I'm not even worried because I saw how good your pay-per-view was doing, and then
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You know what? I didn't look at the
Don't jinx it.
percentage. I'm sure it's good. I had more segments in here. I'm sure it's good.
I'm rooting for you.
And we had Seth Rollins take on Cody Rhodes next in a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Seth Rollins defeated Cody Rhodes in 10 minutes via pinfall using underhanded tactics. Of course. Now, showing no shame in cheating at all, Rollins told the crowd that all he needed to do to turn his luck around was to believe in himself. No more betting on anyone other than him from now on. So yes, Seth Rollins has been struggling all the way up until this point, and he finally decided to cheat to get the win. And he said, you know what? I don't care. I'll cheat every damn time. I'm betting on myself.
Look at the performance. Did well.
Yep, 79, 70 for Cody. We had a 78 segment rating, very strong here. Corey Graves was pretty weak announcing in this thing. I don't usually see that, so maybe he just sucked on this one match for some reason.
His rating's pretty low in the game, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I was very surprised. Yeah, Corey is very low rating.
So I guess it's good that you haven't had that problem till now.
Yeah. The Seth Rollins struggles storyline continues. He finally gets a win here the next night on Evolution after a Night of Infamy. Undertaker is appearing on television, folks. The Undertaker stood in the ring calling Darby Allin out and told him that he showed more darkness than he has ever seen in anyone else at Night of Infamy. He tells him that he will not surpass him yet. But with his help taking him under his wing, he has no doubts that he will become more of a dark legend entity than he ever was. The two shake hands as a large spark strikes down into the ring, and the lights go out. So, what were you saying? What? You got a question?
Oh, this is good. No, it's cool. I like it.
So, okay. So, yeah, we basically have Undertaker saying that Darby Allin is going to be coming, he's going to take him under his wing, and he thinks that he can become a better dark legend than he ever was. So,
like Batman and Robin of evil.
It could be. Segment rating 77 here. Looks like a lot of positive stuff. Undertaker, I think if I don't put him in a match, I think no matter what, I'll get a good rating. But I think I'm still lucky with that last match. In the main event, MJF and Braun Strowman, the Regime, take on Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. And about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. MJF and Braun Strowman defeated Reigns and Owens in 14 minutes and 47 seconds when MJF pinned Roman Reigns with a Swanton Bomb. So during the match, Rusev came down to the ring assisting MJF and Strowman. Strowman and Rusev laid Roman out with a double brainbuster. MJF picked up the pinfall victory easily over Roman at that point. MJF posed with the CZW Championship with Rusev on one side of him and Braun Strowman on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new member again to this new stable, this new group that is just formed tonight on Evolution. We have MJF, Braun Strowman, and Rusev forming the Regime to close the show.
I was not expecting that.
I know. I was looking at my roster and I'm like, what am I going to do with Rusev? And I think he would fit very nicely into this little group here, ran by MJF. 79 segment rating. I'm happy with that. I didn't get any 80s this week, but still happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Roman Reigns had the best in-ring performance. Corey Graves, weak again. That's weird. I haven't had that problem yet, and all of a sudden he comes in twice on this same show here. What is
must be inconsistent quality.
78. That is that is my best show rating to date.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so 13 regions we've gained popularity. We lost in 5 Canadian regions.
Oh,
wait, no, sorry. We would have gained in 5 Canadian regions. It was red, so I thought it was negative. But our growth is limited because of our viewers. So, highest rated match was the main event. Highest rated segment was a tie between the intro segment and the Oh no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was just the
Main
intro
event.
segment. So both main event and so everything revolved around MJF so far is on top here. So yeah, so there we go. First week after Night of Infamy in the books. We've started new stories. We've seen a new formation of a stable form, and we've seen the end of the Brody Lee and OVE and Two Flight Crew story. So I think we're well on our way. We're well on our way to the month of July and what is to come. All right, Bill Goldberg bid fails here. Your contract negotiations with Bill Goldberg have ended, and he's currently away on hiatus, therefore unable to. Oh, okay. So we can't even consider offers if he's on hiatus. All right.
Even though he considered the offer, like
NWA have made contract offer to Thunder Rosa. What the fuck, NWA? Rival bid my ass. I will put you out of fucking business, NWA. Braun Strowman, Ricochet doesn't connect with the fans. You should probably write him off. Oh my God, Braun Strowman, what the hell?
Yeah, the 79.
Yeah, Braun Strowman's just shitting all over Ricochet here. And MVP, I'm thinking from what I hear of Velveteen Dream, there's money in the kids' promos if given airtime. Well, I just gave him a promo, and he only got a 59 with it, so it wasn't that great.
Wait, you have MVP?
MVP is my writer or whatever, or road agent.
Booker?
Yeah.
Yeah, road agent. Okay.
So TV rating was 1.57, 1.199. Almost got the 1.2 million viewers. Not bad. All right, so we got a 78 and a 1.59. Let's see what Raw got, which is my direct competitor here. 68. We beat Raw on the show rating, but they, of course, stomped us in the ratings here. Their main event was King Corbin, of course, is just defeating everyone over there. Defeats Kalisto by count out in the main event for the U.S. title. I wanted to tell Cedric Alexander to stop doing steroids. Lifestyle. I want you to try and stop using steroids, wow. Cedric Alexander. Whoa, it is a heavy steroid user. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a heavy. All right. I will try.
Please be a light, bud.
They try but fail to break the habit.
Wow. Little Linkin Park reference right there.
Yeah, okay. Who else was a steroid user? I can ask him to stop.
So you only talk to the steroid guys, okay.
I mean, I can try him to stop using hard drugs. All right, Jeff Cobb. They tried but failed. Okay, can't break the habit. It's hard to break, I understand. Meth is pretty intense. Ethan Page also. All right, Ethan Page, please stop using steroids. They try but are not fully successful. The attribute has been downgraded to steroid user. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it worked a little bit. Well, I tried. I at least tried to get my people to stop doing drugs. Corey Graves is doing drugs too. I guess I'll talk to him real quick just to get, so I tell it, heavy painkiller abuser.
Maybe that's why he's shitty on commentary this week.
Maybe.
Sleeping at the wheel.
No. He says no. How I live my life is my business. Okay, well, at least he was straight up. He didn't beat around the bush and say, I'll try. Wow, okay,
my
well.
My body, my choice.
Yeah, Corey Graves just says, fuck you, I'll do whatever I want.
All right, Tigress, this is your chance to make up for what you did.
Oh, man, you would loan David Starr for Chris Jericho at $504 per show.
He's the cheapie.
Yeah.
Tiger's talking.
She accepted that? Oh, my God. Chris Jericho for David Starr was just done. What in the fuck? What have I just seen?
Okay. As of now, MWA and Slam are cool again.
I'll try to negotiate with her here.
Dang, that's a lot of money.
All right, Selena De Laurent. Oh, no, she wants $6,000. Okay, I'll give you $6,000 per month. Selena De Laurenta.
She's just a manager, right?
Mainly a manager, but she can wrestle too.
Oh, she can wrestle. Okay.
Yeah, she's listed as a wrestler and manager. Her stats aren't very great, so I don't know. I don't think I would really use her that much.
Yeah, you could partner up with someone. She'd probably kill it.
Thunder Rosa. Let's see what she says here. Has been accepted. Okay.
Do you want her as a face or a heel?
Definitely. Yeah, she'd be face. Yeah, she's pretty good face.
Wow. You got her on exclusive contract as she's the champion somewhere else.
Yep. So guess what? Fuck you, NWA. You should have Try to negotiate better, bitches.
Now, did you see you got her at the face out the gate?
Yeah, I do want her face, yes.
First episode of Midwest Mayhem since the Massacre in Milwaukee pay-per-view. We're starting off the show with an angle featuring Psycho Killers and the Latin World Order. The Psycho Killers come down to the ring to make their title claims, which they earned in the War Games match against Samoan Dynasty. Matt Cross specifically says that he plans on having his title match tonight against Brian Cage. LWO meets him in the ring. Andrade argues that he deserves a rematch before Ciampa ever gets a title shot. Suddenly a fight breaks out between all four of them. Start beating the shit out of each other. And during this fight, Andrade actually curb stomps Matt Cross onto some steel steps as the Lucha Bros hold him down. Matt Cross is knocked out cold, and Eddie Kingston does a Weekend at Bernie's impression with a knocked out Matt Cross ringside as a ref runs down to start a match between the Psycho Killers and Latin World Order. So, in case you haven't noticed, our referees, if they see a potential fight about to happen, they're like, "Oh shit, I can make a match out of this," and they come running down.
Smart referees.
Poor Matt Cross just died.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Yeah.
59 segment rating. Ciampa enjoyed going off script. Andrade enjoyed freedom of going off script. Weirdly, Eddie Kingston struggled going off script. It's very 50-50 with him. One week he's good off script, the next he's not. I booked him for microphone, so that might be the problem.
Maybe.
He had good microphone skills. I think I'm going to try charisma next time.
Yeah.
Color commentary of Jim Cornette was good. Angle got the crowd hotter. So Angle got the show off to a strong start. And all of a sudden, we got a 3-on-3 match between Andrade and the Lucha Bros versus the Psycho Killers. Eddie Kingston sitting ringside. Again, he's got the Weekend at Bernie's thing going on, just chilling in a chair with them. Hard-hitting match. Ended up going about 17 minutes. The ref was distracted about the whole time as LWO kept trying to get into the ring, bring some weapons in, just basically aggravate the refs so they could get away with shenanigans. Andrade ends up getting a dirty pin on Jay Briscoe, putting his feet up on the ropes. LWO retreats to the ramp. Eddie Kingston lets go of Matt Cross, who's just still completely knocked out. And LWO gets the first win in the feud.
Okay.
Looks like we got a segment rating of 60. Ray Phoenix killing it now. All right.
Yeah.
Comes with an 80.
Yeah, give him
Been
some
waiting on that
breathers,
from him.
and he's good.
Yeah. I tried lifting the crowd, but I didn't realize the first segment did so hot as it did. So after that match, we cut backstage and we see Sami Callihan with his title and his baseball bat in hand, talking with Marty Scurll and PCO. The three look like they're completely and totally scared shitless. They're like, "Oh my God, Brock Lesnar's coming after us. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" And they're the only three in the locker room. And all of a sudden, you see them look at one of the lockers, and they just nod. And all of a sudden, they start running over to the locker and throw it in front of the door before the camera cuts away. And you're like, "What are they doing?" Wonder what they're up to. So these three are basically scared shitless of Brock Lesnar. Scurll and PCO are scared because they know they helped Sami Callihan in the past, and they think they're aligned with them.
Yeah.
And that Brock is going to come after all of them.
That's a pretty good bet, yeah.
Just keeping the champion on his toes.
Nice.
Nice. I finally got a nice. Yeah. Up next, we had a makeup match that was supposed to happen at Massacre in Milwaukee, but didn't because Cesaro decided to be in a battle royal in Arizona, which he lost. So Drew Gulak and Zack Sabre Jr. Accompany Daniel Bryan. They're Catchpoint 2.0, if you don't remember. They're at ringside for him. This is a makeup match, like I said. Daniel Bryan just appears super dominant in this match. He's just flying 100 miles an hour. And Cesaro's doing his best to keep up with him. But in the end, Daniel Bryan makes him tap out to a yes lock. During the match, Drew Gulak, who's ringside, grabs a fan sign that reads, "Slam fan for life," and rips it up before pointing at his reasonably priced MWA shirt he's wearing.
Oh, man. Interesting. Catchpoint 2.0, not big fans of Slam, apparently.
No, they knew this was a big match for Bryan, and needless to say, Cesaro was not hired by Catchpoint 2.0. He failed the job interview. The open interview was failed. So, as you can see, we got the best possible segment rating, 69.
Nice.
Tell your girlfriends I'm giving out the 69s.
You've been waiting to finally get one of those so you can say that. I like how Cesaro was the only green note.
Yeah. And so basically Cesaro's contract's done with MWA. He's going back to his little Arizona where he can have a lot of fun. So if you remember at Massacre in Milwaukee, the Eli Drake and EC3 team of Dummy Money fell apart tragically.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, EC3 basically just beat up Eli Drake. He was like, I'm done. I'm sick of losing. You're the problem, not me. Here's my boot to your face. Beats him up, leaves him in the ring. This is Eli Drake basically going off on a rant about EC3, calls for a match next week against him. And we're getting the wheels rolling on this feud. We're going to start seeing some matches, going to see some good old bouts. Little surprised it was only 56 considering it's Eli Drake. But, you know, we're working with it. We're living with it.
I'm sad. The Dummy Money was a great name. I'm sad.
No.
Yeah.
This segment should have gotten a higher rating.
I think so. I was thinking 60s at least. With Matt Cross out of the picture due to taking a curb stomp to some steel steps by Andrade, Eddie Kingston steps in for the open challenge match against Brian Cage.
Ooh, stole it from him.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Mayhem Television Championship. Brian Cage stands in the ring waiting for his opponent for the night when Eddie Kingston comes strolling out the back with a shopping cart full of weapons. He makes his intentions clear. This isn't going to be a basic one-on-one fight. This is going to be a hardcore match. In a decent match, Brian Cage defeated Eddie Kingston in a hardcore match in 9 minutes 44 seconds by pinfall with a flying elbow drop. Brian Cage makes defense number 2 of the Midwest Mayhem Television title. All right, 62 is pretty good considering how my Brian Cage matches have been going in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He got 69. He got a 69.
Nice.
Jeez.
Nice. After Brian Cage wins and walks out, the ring's empty, and Will Ospreay comes walking down with a microphone in his hand. This is the first time we've ever really gotten to hear from Will Ospreay since he's been in the MWA. If you remember, he is undefeated, and that's kind of irking him because Will Ospreay decides to call out MWA management for not having him in the inaugural title tournament, saying he's the best in this company and his record proves it. And he claims that he won't fight again until he's given a real match.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Testy.
Yeah.
Little attitude problem here.
Just a month in, Will Ospreay is getting a little sassy. All right, up next we have a tag team match between 2 debuting roster members. Technically, they're not Los Ingonables. I'll probably change that name. But Evil and Sonata debut in an impressive match against Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, who, along with Christopher Daniels ringside, continue to struggle against the younger talent in the MWA. SCU is not doing so hot so far. They're eating a lot of pins these days. Segment rating is 60. I'm interested to see what the negatives were on this. Sonata and Evil came out strong for their first ever match with 67 and 65. Sky and Kazarian, they kept up 64. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you're going to do with SCU if they're coming out struggling.
SCU. Oh, where's those penalties? Sonata, inconsistency. Interesting. Kazarian, declining physical ability. Comes full circle.
At least one of your commentators isn't hooked on fucking pain pills. And refuses to do anything about it.
Whose fault was that one?
I got Jim Cornette's wife in the back letting everybody fuck her.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That's why they're all in a good mood right now.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, whatever it takes to keep your morale up.
Okay, the lack of anything interesting, I'm just going to say, before I right-click and add the storyline, is very wrong because something interesting happens here.
Oh, okay.
So we cut backstage and we see Sami Callihan, PCO, and Marty Scurll have begun barricading their locker room doors shut with furniture and lockers. As a pounding is heard at the door, they're panicking, they're sweating, they're freaking out, they don't know what to do. Sami Callihan is telling him to hurry as Scurll is yelling back about how stupid Callihan was to piss off Brock. Suddenly the lights go out in the locker room. PCO panics and breaks through the barricade as Callihan follows him. Once the barricade is broken and the door is open, it reveals a couple young, eager fans standing on the other side of the door hoping to get an autograph.
Oh.
Marty Scurll realizes their mistake and walks out grinning. Scurll begins signing autographs and asks a young kid where he's from. The kid replies, "Suplex City, motherfucker." Out of nowhere, Scurll is attacked by Brock Lesnar as the kids cheer before an F5 leaves Marty Scurll out cold. Brock hands the kid $20 before he walks away.
Oh man. Yeah, that's good. That's good. When your one fuck is used by a child, that's when you know you're watching MWA.
Segment rating is 67. The Lesnar v. Sammy storyline has advanced with the segment, gained heat. Performance of Brock Lesnar was fantastic. What?
Yeah.
And Marshall benefited from having a groundswell of public support.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff.
I like to add something wacky in there.
Oh, of course. It's great.
You got Okada in golf carts. You got kids saying motherfucker. Never know what's going to happen on MWA.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
All right, main event time of the episode. We have Kazuchika Okada versus Randy Orton. This is a makeup match from the pay-per-view because, once again, Okada in a pre-show battle royale, which he didn't win, on a pay-per-view that wasn't mine. We're trying to move past that.
That was advertised.
Definitely was not advertised for him to be in that battle royal.
Oh, that one was not. Yeah, I meant like his. Yeah, you know.
This match ended up being a 30-minute Iron Man match. I'm just gonna read this. I got a good story going here. We're gonna see what happens in this match. Randy Orton and Okada put on an epic where both men gave their everything. Okada performed the ultimate insult in Orton's eyes by not appearing at Massacre in Milwaukee and instead competed in a goddamn battle royal on another company's pay-per-view. Randy Orton gets the first pin at the 12-minute mark after reversing a Rainmaker into a surprise RKO. So Randy Orton up 1. Remember that, folks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At the 24-minute mark, Okada hits a tombstone pile driver to Orton through the announcer's table, and Orton fails to meet the 10 count, earning Okada the second point. 1-1, folks. 1-1.
Okay.
In the final minute of the match, the two are again outside the ring, where Orton hits a DDT to Okada from the barricade to the concrete floor. Orton retreats into the ring, telling the ref to count. At 7 seconds, Okada begins to make his way to the ring, but suddenly trips due to a rope being caught around his foot. Okada continues to struggle to get to the ring, but not before the ref hits the 10 count and the match ends. Randy Orton wins 2-1.
Wow.
Rope? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Very weird.
So Randy Orton celebrating in the ring. Meanwhile, Okada is trying to untie himself when suddenly he's caught with a barrage of chair shots. The camera zooms out to reveal that both the Von Erich brothers, Marshall and Ross, are attacking Okada. Randy Orton slides out of the ring smiling as Okada's head is held next to a chair before Orton hits him with a punt, knocking him out cold.
Wow.
This is the alliance of Randy Orton and the Von Erichs.
Interesting. Okay.
So if you remember at the pay-per-view, Randy Orton, there's a segment of Randy Orton seeing someone come into his locker room and said, "I was wondering when you'd find me." And that was the Von Erichs, folks.
Interesting. Okay.
So this is gonna kind of be like a protege kind of action with Randy Orton trying to get the Von Erichs bigger and better than what they currently are.
Okay.
Yeah. Segment rating of 53. I knew it was a risk using the Von Erichs. I know they're not over too much in this game, or at least in my company.
Well, you gotta build them up.
I gotta build them up.
Just
That's
build
kind of a
them up.
long-term hope. Yeah. Ross Von Erich was underwhelming. I'm sure he would be compared to Orton and Okada, but 65.
65 is good. 65 is good.
I can work with that.
So
All
you
right.
lost 9 regions and gained 9. So I mean, it crosses itself out. So.
Looks like my best match was Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. Thanks for stopping by, Cesaro.
Yeah.
Worst was the very last segment with the Von Erichs and Orton.
Yeah.
Best angle
was
Lesnar or Sami Callihan. Anything with Sami Callihan was good.
Yep, and that's the Lesnar and the child, the kid dropping the F-bomb segment. That was my favorite part. That was the highlight for me.
I think Callahan versus Lesnar is going to do really well at your pay-per-view.
I'm kind of getting the vibe that's going to be kind of like how your Jericho McIntyre feud was, where it's like always hot.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I can live with a 65. You know, obviously I'm trying to get better, and 65 is not bad, so I'll live with it.
That's in a handful of your best shows, yeah.
Jesus.
All right. So Ring of Honor Battlefield got an overall of 72 with an auto book show here. 12 region gained 12. Otis was used too much. Tucker was used too much. TJP and Mark Andrews defeated Hybrid 2 on the pre-show. Tony Storm and Nikki Cross defeated Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai. Angle with Miz Morrison and Best Friends. Miz and Morrison. Whoa, they defeated the Best Friends. So if that was a title match, we would have had new champions. Lethal, Bray Wyatt, and Naito defeated Tanahashi and Heavy Machinery. And Tanahashi suffered a whiplash injury, so he's going to suffer some time. He's going to miss some time. And the main event, Edge and Moxley defeated Nakamura and Sami Zayn. So there you go. All the matches were 20 minutes, by the way, at least. So no penalties.
Damn, autobook my show while you're at it.
I wonder how that would go. I wonder if one day we just like, you know what, let's test it out. We all just auto book. No, we're not gonna do that. But anyway, not a bad show, right? Even though auto booked, so not bad. Tanahashi injured. Let's see what. Let's see how long he's gonna. Oh, what does it say? And not miss any dates. He will work through the pain and not miss any dates.
Likely it will take a week to heal fully.
Wow. Well, there you go. Tanahashi.
He's a beast.
Quick recovery here. Okay, let's look at first Ring of Honors. They had a sellout with 2.5 TV rating, 72 for the show rating. And we had MWA Mayhem, 65 show rating, 7,000, and a 2.29 TV rating. So really good TV rating, 1.7 mil.
I didn't think I'd sell out. It was a 11,000 seated arena.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, either way, you definitely putting up good viewers and TV rating.
Yeah,
though.
TV ratings.
Yeah.
TV ratings pretty good.
Yep. Okay, so we have our contract negotiations with Selena De La Renta, and she has accepted. Let's see. Do I want her heel or face? I honestly need to prepare. Can I just leave? Oh shit. Because I didn't really plan for this yet because I was hoping to get Goldberg. I'm just gonna say heel for now, and I guess I'll make it work. I gotta plan where to use her. So,
I'd go heel if I was you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with heel here. But yeah, so we have both of our signings. Thunder Rosa and Selena De La Renta have signed with CZW for the month of July. So we'll see how they get incorporated in. Oh, contact negotiations. Ultimo Dragon.
Oh,
He has agreed. So you. Wow, I can't believe you just signed Ultimo Dragon to a 2-year deal. That's crazy.
Hell yeah, $1,500 per show.
Yeah,
That ain't bad.
you got a. Both of your contract negotiations are up. Here we go.
A little Riho. Yes, Riho will be a face. I just can't
That makes
imagine her
sense.
the heel.
Yeah.
Cute little Riho. Yeah, Su Young will be a heel.
Also makes sense.
No Susie.
Susie will be later.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to build to Susie.
Come on, Ricky.
Oh, there it is. Look at
I
that.
spoke too soon.
Yep.
Speak of the devil.
Hey!
You got Ricky Shane Page on your roster.
Face or heel? Well, I'll try him as a face.
Okay.
Let's see, something with Kurt Angle.
Oh, just Kurt Angle. Okay.
Kurt Angle bringing
Aw.
the backstage area, so it would be so cheerful and fun to be. That's nice.
Huh. Well, there you
Book
go.
drinking contest.
He's a people person.
Yeah. He probably had everyone take a ride in his milk truck.
Oh, these two, yeah, they're that's a protege as well.
He's giving her tips on using psychology.
Wow. Slam's just so positive.
Everything's gonna be in the 80s. She's like, I don't think this will be as good as CZW here. Oh, I got a 93 overall show. Well, I was wrong.
The show begins with Drew McIntyre wearing his crown, holding the King of Slam belt on his shoulder, and he's celebrating, talking about how happy it is, how his wife at home was watching, and she was so happy for him.
Mm.
It was just a very feel good. And then AJ Styles comes out, Buster Black on that same show, and challenges Drew McIntyre to a match for the King of Slam title next week, and Drew McIntyre accepts.
Okay. That should be a pretty high-profile match. Jeez. That's
AJ
God damn.
AJ beat Alistair at the pay-per-view, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you used
And
it
then-
already.
Yes. Got rid of his ass.
Hey. Walter needs to be built up since, due to the Kurt Angle match not being able to happen, at Fight for the Fallen. It's gonna happen at Fallout. So might as well have Walter be built up. So in a decent match, he defeated David Starr in 7 minutes and 52 seconds by pinfall with the Golden Bomb.
Very nice.
Well,
And right before he hit the Golden Bomb, he just chopped the crap out of him like 20 times. Walter wins decisively with a pinfall.
And David just snuck back into the women's locker room and started lurking.
Oh no, Walter threw him out the building as soon as it was done.
Get this MWA trash out of here.
No, it's not because it was an MWA person.
I mean, that's what I did to Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
And Walter grabbed him by his ankles and dragged him out of the building right after the match.
God.
MWA is like the scab on Slam's back.
Let's see, Allie is walking backstage, and then she feels a shadowy figure following her. She stops and turns around, but sees no one there. But she still has that feeling of some shadow following her, and she just continues to walk away with caution.
Okay.
71 rating.
Yeah, solid.
And then a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling. The War Raiders, who, due to their win at Fight for Fallen, not only were given the slot for this tournament, they were able to pick which person on the bracket they wanted to face. And they chose Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Smart choice.
Yeah.
And then they defeated them in 9 minutes and 47 seconds when Ivar pinned Kurt Hawkins after the War Raiders hit him with a fallout.
Look at Kurt Hawkins' gimmick.
What does it say it is?
It's a stoner gimmick.
Kurt Hawkins. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she picked stoner gimmick. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, you picked it.
The match is part of Dynamic Duo's title crowning tournament.
Oh, yeah, she picked that way back, like the very first, when we first sat down and started. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep, and Dynamic Duos is, of course, the name of my tag titles. So, right after we cut backstage and we see Rock and Kota Ibushi are brawling everywhere, and a bunch of security guards, a road agent had to physically peel them apart. They kept trying to fight each other, but the security guards managed to peel them apart and put them on other sides of the building.
Damn. Another good rating.
So they're not done yet, apparently.
These two are gold together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Gold lovers.
You don't know that. In a decent match, Mustache Mountain defeated the American Wolves in 15 minutes and 14 seconds when Tyler Bate pinned Davey Richards with a Tyler Driver 97. And this was another match in the tournament.
Okay, so Mustache Mountain and the War Raiders are have advanced so far. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Looks not bad at all.
Yeah, Dave Richards was apparently off his game.
Yeah.
57 rating, so he was the weak link in this match.
Yeah.
Considering I barely know who he is, I would assume that.
Ronda Rousey comes out with the crown on her head, the Queen of Slam title on her shoulder, bragging about beating Becky Lynch at Fight for the Fallen, and calls herself the best female wrestler in the world, and that no one will be able to take this title from her. Neil Dashwood comes out and reminds her that last month she actually defeated Ronda Rousey and is Ronda's only loss in Slam.
Yeah, that's a sore spot for Ronda,
which
apparently.
angers Ronda. Then challenges her for a shot at the Queen of Slam title at Fallout. Ronda basically laughs at her and says that Tenille is not on her level, and that the only reason she won that match was Becky got involved, and basically calls her not worth her time before walking away. I'm surprised this guy is 60. I thought it'd do more. The match that had good heat and decent wrestling, the Street Profits defeated the Young Bucks in 14 minutes and 43 seconds when Montez Ford pinned Nick Jackson with a frog splash.
Wow.
This was the shock win of the show.
Seriously, yeah, that's a big upset, I feel.
I'd really like
Oh
to watch
yeah,
this
it
match.
is.
Be a good match.
I thought that they would do better with their in-ring performance, but Chris Jericho comes out and he just starts ranting about how he was screwed over at Fire for the Fallen, and how he was going to next time he saw Drew McIntyre, he was going to beat the crap out of him. And Boss and Hug Connection come out, and Bayley basically tells Jericho to stop whining and wasting everyone's time, and to leave the ring because she and Sasha have a match coming right now for the Dynamic Duos tournament.
Wow.
And we get to that match.
Huge.
87.
Wow, great. Yeah, great.
That's a clever way to put Jericho and Bayley on the screen at the same time.
Match had great decent wrestling. The Hardy Boys defeated Boss and Hug in 14 minutes and 37 seconds when Jeff Hardy pinned Sasha Banks after hitting her with the Twist of Fate. During the match, Chris Jericho, who was still angry at Bayley interrupting him, grabbed her and attacked her during the match, leaving Sasha to have to fight the Hardys herself.
Oh my God.
And, Hardys move on to the next round of the tournament.
Interesting, man.
Sasha was apparently off her game.
Who would have ever imagined this would be a match?
I know, right? That's insane. This is crazy. That's a pretty awesome main event, though.
Yeah. I kind of wish it did better.
Yeah. 68 wasn't great.
Sasha's off her game, but she still had a 63, so that's good.
Yeah, I wish I had
She had
people
the
that
same
were...
in-ring performance Matt Hardy had.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Hardy Boys have instant chemistry, tech specialist bonus, and Matt Hardy benefited from a groundswell of public support.
Does Matt and Jeff have that declining physical ability on them? Okay.
Yeah.
Both of them,
They do.
I was gonna say that'd be messed up if they didn't.
At the end of the show,
Look at
74.
that. Not bad at all. Very
Good all
good.
around.
Yeah. You had two 80s you had both segments in the 80s there.
I was thinking you were going to be sitting in the 60s with me for a second.
Yeah. Nah, she did get... Yeah, well, she got rid of her David Starr one use with him, so... Dragged him out of the building.
Why not put Walter over?
Yeah. Your popularity just keeps going up and up and up. 14 increased, and you would have got 7 more in Oceanic if it wasn't due to your viewers. But yeah, either way, your popularity is going up and up and up. So good stuff all around there.
Thank you.
Yeah. So so the Hardy Boys, Street Profits, Mustache Mountain, and War Raiders all advanced for your tag team title tournament.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Next week we're going to have Hardy Boys versus the Street Profits and Mustache Mountains versus the War Raiders.
Oh.
So basically, if you're in the WWE right now, you're gonna win the tournament.
All right. So Slam. You got your 74 rating, right at 7,000 live attendance, and a 2.03 TV rating with 1.5 million viewers. So 1.5 million viewers there. And the results for the Week 5 ratings breakdowns are in and are as follows. CZW on the Sci-Fi and L-Raid Network brought in a TV rating of 1.59 with 1,199,000 viewers there. Not too shabby. A live attendance was 4 shy of a sellout, 7,156. I'm talking good here. Show rating is 78. This was CZW's highest show rating to date. It was previously 75, which was their very first show on the Sci-Fi Network. So moving on to Ring of Honor. Got a 2.50. That is the highest Ring of Honor ever got, and Luke wasn't even booking the show. And it got a total viewership of 1,877,000, also breaking that record for the most viewers ever tuning into Ring of Honor Battlefield. Live attendance was a sellout, 7,160, and a show rating of, guess what, 72. Yes, another record for Ring of Honor. Okay, so apparently Luke not booking Ring of Honor has been Ring of Honor's blessing in disguise. Ring of Honor breaks all category records there. Live attendance was a sellout, so you can't really, break that. But anyway, moving on here. MWA, you got a TV rating of 2.29, which is, yes, the highest TV rating MWA has ever got, and 1,724,000. Also the most viewers. Guys, it looks like several of these shows are hitting records here. Attendance of 7,012, which, let me check. Yes, also a new high for MWA. Show rating of 65, which, yep, also highest ever. MWA, all 4 categories, completely shattering all of them. MWA improves in all 4. And then we go over to Slam. Television rating of 2.03, which I think you guessed it by now. Yep, highest rating ever, 2.03. Previously 2.02, but either way, it is a new high rating. 1,525,000 viewers. And yes, it was the highest ever. Attendance rating was 6,953. Not the highest, but still solid rate attendance, live attendance there. And show rating of 74. Not quite the highest. The highest Slam's ever got was a 75, so only one shy. But either way, when you look at these Week 5 ratings breakdowns here, wow. Everybody improved in all categories pretty much throughout. And all I have to say is good job, everybody involved. Good job, Luke. The best thing you've done for Ring of Honor was not show up, and Ring of Honor shattered everything there. Ring of Honor still ahead of all television ratings, and now show rating is hit into the 70s. First time ever. Just really good performance from all 4 shows, all 4 companies this week. Oh, yeah, there it is. CZW locking it down, baby. 78 rating. Super happy about that. Yeah, I think everybody, all the shows, even Ring of Honor, all had really good performances this week. I think, June was more of our learning period where we kind of, we were getting a feel for the game because almost the first time playing it. I haven't played a TEW game in years. So this is, a lot of this is new to me too. So I think now we're starting to get the hang of it, and our shows this week were pretty good. I think they were pretty good. We're going to have a lot more of the graphics and stuff coming up for the pay-per-views coming up. So stay tuned. A lot of fun to be had on the next episode as we build towards that July 2020 pay-per-view. All right, guys. Oh, I always forget to say this. I swear I do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. Please, please, please. Follow us on Twitter @JobberRadio, as well as if you see on the side, I'm pointing to the wrong way. You see on the side, it's got everybody's Ring of Honor Saturday Night Slam and Midwest Alliance Twitter handles. They all have their Twitter accounts too, guys. Follow them. Please do. All right, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys.